Hi, I'm John Knockowicz, also known as John Berrychip of YouTube. I live in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, the northeastern part of the United States of America, known as New England. I've lived here all my life in Pawtucket. I was born in Pawtucket. I want to talk about how I was implanted. I was implanted with a mind control device. I've experienced V2K and harassment. I've been attacked many times. And this is over the last 6 years. In 2004, I met two cops at Patrick M. Wright's house on 15 Sanford Street. The date was 7/19/2004. These were Pawtucket cops. They claimed to be from the Pawtucket Police's Special Squad, some of them. They talked to me after they implanted me. Then they harassed me for years and years. At first I thought I was just going crazy because it was voices and threats all the time. I started going to the doctors. I started seeing doctors. I took psych meds I didn't need. I was forcibly admitted to hospitals that I didn't even want to go to, and harassed continuously by the same cop. He was a piece of shit. He was at Pat's house, and basically he carried in the drug test kit. He was a big, tall cop who claimed he was a federal officer. There was another cop with long blonde hair with a mustache and beard that was there also. Kind of a raspy voice. He was an asshole too. I didn't have anything at Pat's house. They tried charging me for something because he wouldn't tell them what he did, so they said they were charging me and Maxwell McCahey when we were going to be arrested at Pat M. Wright didn't tell the truth. So that's why I was implanted. The other reason is the cop said he was on vacation. I had called up the day after because I needed my wallet. They said I might have to wait until Pat gets out of jail because my wallet was at the house. I looked into it. I went to talk to Pat after he got out of jail. When Pat got out, he got out in about a week. I went over there. My wallet wasn't there. His house was trashed. Everything was damaged. And then I went to BJ's with him that day that he was arrested and I was arrested for being there. I bought him food for his son and everything because I let him use my BJ's card. It's a wholesale club. They threw the food all over the house. They had lost the receipt to act like nobody went to the store. I had to go to the store and ask for another receipt for a court date. And I also had a notarized letter from Pat M. Wright saying what happened. Because he didn't tell the truth that day, they implanted me. I was harassed for about 5 years so far. They've been using all sorts of energy weapons and all sorts of crazy shit to harass me and my wife. My wife's been raped in her sleep, she keeps claiming, which they've doing this through ELF, extremely low frequencies. I have Morgellons implants, which are organic implants, and a DNA microchip. My wife might have not been chipped at the same time, but she's been harassed just because she married me, and because I met her somewhere, and we ended up getting married, and the cop was already harassing me because he was a fucking asshole. The Special Squad was disbanded in 2007 because I called the United States Department of Justice. They disbanded the Special Squad, but once they kicked them out, they came back in 2009. Right away, I went and got the police report that I have online on my webpage. I was smart enough to go pick it up and then post it on the internet. Not too long ago, I called up the Special Squad about something. I asked a couple questions. There was somebody on the phone who was Michael Slatery. There's also a Detective Lieutenant Campbell. These guys were supposed to be kicked out of the police department. They got their squad back in 2009. I've been being attacked a lot. I've been being harassed more than I have in the last couple of years. And these cops just don't want to get caught. Basically, they have the equipment. They're keeping these pieces of equipment on, and they won't shut them off. They'll just keep harassing people. I've been all over the internet looking for information and collecting information, but it's the Pawtucket Police's guys that keep this implant on. They keep harassing me through electronic harassment and energy weapons. Again, it was Patrick M. Wright's house at 15 Sanford Street in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. The date was 7/19/2004 when I encountered these two cops. One of them acted real nice, the guy with the drug test kit. Acted like a very nice guy, a tall guy with a bald head, in front of the other police. When I had to get my wallet back, after 7 days it wasn't even at Pat's house, I called up. He said he had to come back from vacation. This cop started acting like an asshole, yelling and screaming and swearing in the hallway of the police department after he gave me my wallet, which he wasn't smart enough to understand that the police department in Pawtucket had a photocopying machine, that he could have copied everything and just left my wallet there or gave it to me the next day. Instead, the cop was ignorant. He was an asshole. This is what started all of this. I told him he was a fucking asshole. He started screaming and everything. Not too long after, I started getting the V2K, voices to skull, being harassed and threatened all the time like they do to my wife now. And she's also been attacked with energy weapons. And when I talk about ELF, extremely low frequencies, there's different types of ELF and different types of things. ELF is 10 kilohertz, I found out. MK Ultra has been used around here, which she said they were going to do this and that to my wife, and this cop's been harassing her for years. She thinks that the police department's innocent, that they wouldn't do this and that, because she didn't know me at the time when I was arrested by this cop for not doing anything or having anything, because Pat Emright lied and wouldn't tell the cops what he did. So I got busted, Max McCackey got busted, and Patrick Emright got busted. Luckily his son wasn't around at the time, or he would have been in DCYF. But that's another story. But this is why I was implanted and harassed, because I called a cop a fucking asshole when he was screaming and swearing at me for withholding my own wallet, the cop, and my ID, being a piece of shit when the state of Rhode Island has a law that 72 hours he was supposed to give me my ID back. Then they lied and said it was at Pat's house. I went there, it was never there. And basically the Pawtucket cops have been fucking assholes ever since. I'm in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and I refused to move because they told me to get the fuck out of Pawtucket one day, and I told them I'm not moving. After everything they did to me and my wife, I want to sue the Pawtucket Police Department for what they've done, and I want to sue the state of Rhode Island for everything they've done to me and my wife within the last couple of years. This is bullshit. I'm sick of the Pawtucket Police, the assholes. Detective Lieutenant Thomas Campbell is still on the special squad. He runs the thing. He knew the other cops. When I talked to Michael Slatery on the special squad, I called them up a while ago. They said to me, oh, it was a long time ago. I talked about the chip, they hung up. I called Detective Roberto De Silva, and he said if it's a police department chip, I have to have an MRI and they'll take it out. Because I went to a mental hospital, they refused now to give me an MRI. And these guys were federal officers, so they're real pieces of shit. They're fucking assholes. The Pawtucket cops suck. A couple of the cops are okay, but as far as the detectives unit, they shouldn't be trusted, and their testimony in court is only bullshit and more lies to say whatever the fuck they did and whatever they did to others that they need to get away with. Have a good day.